the target was to have students coming from different campuses who have done their first semester, let's say in Paris, in London, Turin. We reshuffle everyone and we bring everyone together, and through the business game, they acquire some team building. And it allows them to again capitalize on all the courses they've done in the first part of the year. And with an overall theme, which in that case was, okay, the car industry, and the fact that we had a partnership with Renault that was really great. I mean, how can, we couldn't have imagined it any way better. So we had like Renault executives coming for the final presentation. So that was really impactful. For the executive MBA, the process is the same. I wanted the business game as the core of the closing seminar, again, because it allowed people to integrate everything they've learned during 18 or 22 months. It brings them back in newly formed teams. They know each other, but you know, there are like 105 participants. So they are not constantly the 105 together. So it was good to reshuffle them in teams and have them compete in a friendly way, you see. So it was like a friendly competition, yet competition. And then again, it's really like a systemic way of learning. And then I really built a story. And in this time was the story about sustainability. So the major theme of the closing seminar was what's next? People, profit, planet. And so that's a little bit the recurring theme in the executive MBA. So it allows me to connect everything. So usually I try really to have a red thread throughout the activities that we provide to participants.
So I had already the course. And then when I read about the simulation, I saw that I could illustrate a lot of concepts that I'm already teaching through the game. Because the simulation is built by you, but also by academics, it was really easy to show directly, like, okay, these are the concepts that I'm teaching, and here is the applicability of the concept. So yes, first the course was there, and then I added the simulation as part of the course.
The links are made through the questions they have, because during the business simulation we don't really have lectures on marketing or on cost accounting or whatever. They are supposed to know all this already, because again they have already had all their core courses. So we don't plan to do lectures on those topics during the simulation, but it's true that they have questions. And I think students realized by themselves that indeed everything is connected. And as you mentioned, they also realized that they are not alone in the world, because they are competitors. And they understand the importance of paying attention to what the others are doing and how their results can be affected by the decisions made by the competitors. So sometimes you have students that come and tell you, but I don't understand my results, my market share is not the market share expected, how is it possible? And then they very quickly they realize that yes, indeed, what they have to do is to see what the competitors have been doing, and maybe the competitors are investing more in the quality of the products or on advertising and so on. And so suddenly, I think students understand better the complexity of the business environment.
So the challenge was to know some finance part, because I'm an HR professor. I know a little bit of accounting, but finance was not like my strong element. So I needed to familiarize myself with some finance concepts, but after that it was relatively easy, because also Benoit is here. So we have constantly somebody from Mega Learning with the team working with us, helping us with the result and with the feedback that we need to provide to the students.
It's really highly beneficial to do learning by doing. I'm convinced.
And for example, this year I played 4 simulations.